Good morning. This is David. I'm your field manager here in South Carolina. I'm going to do a short video for you since you cannot be present for your pre-drywall orientation. Okay, what I'm going to do, this is very informal. I'm just going to walk through your new home, and I'm going to review the paperwork here where you have your phone and cable locations and so forth. And also I have your options. Okay, all your options that are in yellow are the options that we can review at this stage. The ones that are not in yellow are options that will come after drywall, such as flooring, tile, fixtures, paint, things like that. So, alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start and walk through the garage here, and I'm going to point out standard stuff, and I'm also going to point out stuff that is your your additions. Okay, so in no particular order, I'm just going to get started. So as you come in the garage door here, you'll see that there's a water shutoff valve. This shuts off the water in the whole house. It shuts off everything except the irrigation system. The irrigation system will be shut off by another water valve, which is located out in the lawn. I'll show you that at the end of the project. Okay, as we move down the wall here, you're going to have another outlet here, which you can use as your golf cart charging station. And over in this corner, this is going to be where your utility sink is. Okay, and you'll have another outlet near that. And that blue wire that's hanging down here, this will be the button for your garage door opener right there. Okay, this is the door that goes into the owner's entry, the little back foyer. This is another outlet. Actually, I was wrong. This box over here is actually the switch. You can see the little S in magic marker there. That's the light switch as you come in from the house. Okay, here's the extra depth garage. Okay, you've got another light switch here, which is just for the light in this location. Alright, as we come around the corner here, you see some pipes here. Alright, these are going out to your tankless water heater. You got a hot and a cold and a gas line going out there. This big one here is actually your coolant lines coming down from your attic HVAC unit, which go out to the condenser. That is a junction box for an exterior outlet that you see poking through the wall. Then you've got a series of low voltage cables. All your phone cable locations all throughout the house come in here to the garage, go out the outside wall, and then your cable phone provider will hook up to those. Next to it is a service outlet that we put in standard. Then you have your electrical panel. All of your electrical circuits through your whole home come to this panel. This is where all your circuit breakers will be. We'll have them all clearly labeled for you. I'll show them to you at the end of the project. Okay? And then we just got this one last pipe right here, which is your main gas line coming in from the street. Okay? Right there. Alright, now as we look at the garage door, you see some boxes at either end. Those are for the little sensors, little safety sensors for the door openers. You can see if you follow the wires up, they go all the way over to the boxes here that connect to the door opener later on. Alright, so that's pretty much it here in the garage. Let's take a look in the owner's entry. Alright, so this might be a little bit tricky to view because my camera is only so wide. But as you come in here, you've got a closet here, you've got an air conditioning vent right above the door, you've got another light box right here. Alright, and then you get the switch for that light. As you come around the corner, you'll see your foyer and your front door area here. You've got another air conditioning vent, the recessed light, a little doorbell junction box, okay, and also there should be light switches here, right there as you come in the front door. Alright, so there's the staircase going up to your loft option, right there. And as we turn around, you can see the framing for your future island in the kitchen area here. Okay, so you get your breakfast area over here. You got a junction box there for your small little chandelier. Another air conditioning vent there over the front windows. You've got framed out for a pantry closet right there. And then if you look up in the ceiling of the kitchen here, you get your recessed light package. Also another air conditioning vent, and you've got the pendant lights with these 2 junction boxes here. Actually 3 junction boxes for that. Okay? As we look around in your kitchen, you got several junction boxes that will be here along the countertop. Alright, you get your standard phone location here. This is where the water connection is for your refrigerator. That is an outlet for your microwave, power for your stove or range. You also have under cabinet lighting, which is this wire right here, which is just poking out of the wall. They'll leave those hanging out of the sheetrock for the electrician to hook up later. Okay. Alright, looking back at your island. Your island will have the sink, the dishwasher, okay, garbage disposer. All our connections are ready to go for that. Okay. So, moving on, you got your dining area, air conditioning vent there. You've got your chandelier junction box there. And then back at the stairway, you got a couple recessed lights here, which I believe are the hallway lighting package. Okay. Now, moving on, you got some light switches here next to the hallway. Then we're moving into the great room area. The great room area here, you didn't have any additional lighting. It will come standard with a switched outlet. Over here, you've got your tech tube and cable location. This was one of the options that you chose, and you can see that down low along the floor, you'll have your cable and electric supply. There'll be an empty tube with a string in it, so that you can drop down your video cables to go from your TV down to your components. Okay, and there's the cable location there. A couple more sets of light switches here. Okay, so no matter which end you're coming in from, you turn the lights on. Here's the patio door going out to your patio. A couple light switches there. One will be for the lantern that's out there, and I believe you got a spotlight, but I'll check that in a second when I read through your options. Alright, so moving back into this small hallway, you'll get a large return air vent and a recessed light here in this small hallway. There'll be a filter located here so that you don't need to go up in the attic to change your filter. You can just get up on a step ladder and change the filter right here. I'll show you that at the end of the project. To the left, you go into your laundry room. You got all your connections for your hot and cold and your drain, your electric connections for the dryer, and also the dryer vent, okay, which is right down here. Alright, we use all hard piping for our dryers, alright, and make the shortest route possible to the exterior. We don't use any flex piping in those, so you don't have to worry about cleaning them out so often. There is a light fixture in here, standard AC vent in here, okay. You got an outlet there, and you got the light switch. The little blue wire right here, that is actually going to be the control wire for your tankless water heater. Okay, I'll show you how to use that, but it's basically just a thermostat. Alright, you got this pantry closet back here in the hallway. Nothing fancy there. As we make a right, it goes into your master. Now in your master, you got the coffered ceiling or your tray ceiling. Okay, you got the recessed light package, and you also have the ceiling fan junction box pre-wire package. So everything will be pre-wired for you to put your own fans in at the end of the project. Okay, in the bedroom here, we've got outlets just spaced all throughout the room according to the code. You did choose this cable location right here as part of your options, and one of the outlets will be switched for like a floor lamp. That little S means switched outlet will be there. I'll show you that at the end of the job. You got several light switches here as you come in the bedroom. We'll test those out when you come at the final of the job. An outlet right there. If you notice, this wall is plywood, OSB plywood. The reason they do that is the engineer calls out for this structural. It's basically what they call a shear wall. It's to add rigidity to the center of the home in the event of very, very high winds and like a hurricane or something. So as we go into the master bathroom, you'll see you got the window, you got lights on each side of the window, and you've got the double sink here, which that's what those plumbing pipes are for. You get your shower, a little bit dirty, but we'll clean that up. As you can see that it's all pre-flashed with a rubber membrane tape, and even the shower seat, the entire seat is all wrapped in a shower membrane, a waterproof membrane, so that if you have any cracks in your tile, you don't have to worry about it leaking to the lumber. It leaks onto the membrane, and then it ends up dripping right back into the tub. Okay, you get a shower light over that. Okay, got your shower valve with your hot and cold water. You've got a pantry closet right next to that. Then you've got your private toilet area. Okay, you'll have a switch there. You got your own light, fan, and the HVAC vent. Okay, pretty simple there. Back over to the sinks. To the right of the sinks, you've got a walk-in closet. You'll have shelving all in here. It's got its own light switch, its own light. Okay, so you're all set in there. In the ceiling of the bathroom, you also have your exhaust fan. Okay, and all of our exhaust fans are vented to the outside. This does have a flex duct, turns to solid duct, and goes to the outside. Alright, so let's take a walk upstairs. Go back through the hallway here, into the great room. Now we are going to, actually, let's check the bedroom 2. So this is the hallway to bedroom 2. You have your bathroom here, your common bathroom. So you get the tub enclosure. Then you're going to have your toilet there, your sink piping is there, you'll have a mirror with a light over it. That little wire that you just see, it's just coiled up. We leave that like that so we can center the light exactly over the drain of the sink later on. Alright, pretty straightforward here. You also have an exhaust vent there. Alright, and you also have a HVAC vent. Alright, so we're back in the hallway. Under the stairs you've got a closet. Okay, a storage closet there. Turn around and you got bedroom 2. So as we come into bedroom 2, there's a small walk-in closet right in front of you. You got the ceiling fan junction box there for your future ceiling fan package. Some light switches here. You also have a switched outlet as well somewhere in this room. I'll show you that later on. And then you get your regular outlets throughout the room. Here is your cable that you requested. Okay? Alright. You see that box right there, the little black one? That one actually is for smoke detector. Put smoke detectors in inside and outside every bedroom. Carbon monoxide detectors are also included in that. So it's a combination smoke and carbon monoxide detector in one device. Alright, let's take a look upstairs. As we go up the stairs, you'll notice that at the ceiling there is a recessed ceiling fan junction box there. Alright, so we got the loft. What a great option this is. Nice big windows, nice big playroom here. Okay, you got light switches as you get to the top of the stairs. There's also light switches at the bottom of the stairs. Nice big room here, outlets everywhere. Okay, and you got your cable location that you chose right here. You got this little mini doorway. That'll be a nice finished door, insulated. Goes into the attic so that you can have a service technician service your HVAC unit. Okay, there'll be a light in there and everything. Alright, so as we go into this little hallway area here, to your right is the storage room. Okay, this room will just be a wide open room with a light switch, 2 lights. Okay, you got another little mini door here to access the attic on the front half of the house. There'll be no real utilities in there for you to worry about, but just in case a service technician needs to get in there, he can get in there. In the corner here you see just a little framed out little thing, looks like a shelf. We have to do that in order to get the insulation over a structural beam that we can't drill through. So that's why you have that little thing there. Alright, let's get back to the hallway. Alright, here we got the doorway to the loft bath. Same configuration as the first floor. You got your shower enclosure. You got your toilet area, your sink, and you'll have a wire right there for the future light. Pretty straightforward. Bath fan, HVAC vent. Alright, going into the loft bedroom here. You get the window, you get your regular outlets throughout the room here. Pretty standard stuff. You have a switched outlet in here as well. It's actually the one right here in the corner. Alright, and then you've got a sliding door on the closet. Right here. Bunch of switches when you come in. Okay, so what we're going to do is let's just take a quick walk downstairs where I can use the island as a table. And we're just going to check off your list. And then we'll be all done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this video on YouTube so that you can access it with your friends, family, and all that good stuff. Alright, so the first thing is I just want to review that, okay, we did see the cable outlet in the master. We saw the tech tube and the cable there in the great room. We also saw the golf cart outlet here in the garage. Alright. I believe that's it. Oh, here we go with the loft. You got the cable outlet there in the loft. So we did see all those as we walked through. And then here on your list, we've got your owner's bath tile level 2 in the shower surround. So that's just the shower seat that we saw framed with the flashing on it. You got your golf cart outlet, 2 cable outlets, ceiling fan pre-wire we saw, the tech tube pre-wire, the floodlight we talked about, 3 pendant lights, kitchen recess lights, under cabinet lights, elevation 3, which is just, you could see from the very start of the video. 4-foot garage extension, so that comes off the front of the garage towards the street. Kind of hard to videotape that, but that's in. Then tray ceiling in the master, we saw that. Then we've got the laundry sink or the utility sink there in the garage. We've got the extra sink in the master, so that's the 2 sinks. You've got a gas slide-in range. So we want to make sure that you got the gas line in for that, which I believe we saw. It's right here. Let's just take a closer look at that. Right there, see a little shut-off valve? So you're all set with that. Okay. Then we've got the energy package. Okay, so the energy package, that's going to include, all this insulation, which looks kind of ugly and dirty, but it's called EcoBats. Very good product. It actually doesn't have that same kind of smelly, uncomfortable as the regular fiberglass stuff. The other thing with the energy package is you've got this radiant barrier on the underside of the roof plywood, that foil that you see there. Okay, that radiates the heat back away from the attic. It helps you save a lot on your cooling cost. The other part of that is, we insulate all the ductwork, and then we wrap even the boot. See the white mastic that's around the actual boot, the register, the square part? So we insulate that, tape it, and then they use like a rubber membrane around that to completely air seal it. Okay. Another part of the energy package is, if you take a close look at these studs, you'll see that every little gap and crack is foam tight. Then right there where the windows are too, that's all foam tight. Okay, so that's all part of the energy package. The higher rated HVAC system, the tankless water heater, all that stuff is a great products for these homes. Alright, so moving on, we got the recessed can light in the foyer, so we saw that. We got recessed can lights in the master bedroom, and recessed can lights for the finished loft. Actually, let's take a look and make sure we have those, because I didn't shoot that video for you. Yes, we do. We got one right there. We got one right there. And we got the other one. Oh, there's one over the stairway. And you got one right there. And you got one right over there. So you're all set with that. Okay. Moving on, almost done here. Okay. Then we've got the alternate kitchen island. Okay, so that the kitchen island is all one level. It's not going to be where you have the lower section and then the dishwasher is raised up. So it'll all be the same height according to that plan. And there's actually a diagram of that right here. Okay. Alright, so. And then you just have the actual finished loft and with the bedroom and the full bath. Okay, which obviously we saw that option. Okay, let me just check if there's another page here. And the remaining stuff on that page is all going to come later. All your colors, all your tiles, stuff like that. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up this this video. Sorry for the informality of it, but thought you might find it useful. Okay, I'll walk out the front door here and pan out to the street just so you can see what's going on. Feel free to give me a call or send me an email if you got any questions. Okay, here's your siding. They started putting it up. Looks fantastic. Stone is going to go on the bottom half here. Okay, stone will go along here. Okay, your stone's sitting right there, all ready to go. All right, and there's looking towards the left, looking towards the right. All right, so there's your house. Again, feel free to give me a call if you got any questions. Other than that, we'll see you at the end of the project.